Is Dak Prescott regressing? Is he not the same since the calf injury? Yeah. I mean, we keep hearing, like, here we go, manufactured drama. Now, I just did a video. Y'all make sure y'all check it out, where I talk about not trusting the media. I think it's one of my best videos. It's short too, but I fully explain and prove that there's a evil motive when it comes down to manufacturing drama with the Dallas Cowboys. This is one, okay? Because we gonna kind of dig into this and say, okay, do we have a problem with Dak Prescott? We gonna answer that question because it's right after we just won versus Washington, and we go dig into it and we go see, is it as bad as what they making it seem to be, or is it normal, or is it okay? What is the happy medium? Is the sky falling? What's going on? Because obviously this is a big deal, all right? When you're talking about Dak Prescott, a lot of people put all their hopes on the ability of a quarterback to be able to what they call carry a team. The first thing I'm gonna tell you when it comes down to answer the question, is Dak Prescott regressing? First of all, there is no such thing as a quarterback that carries a team. That myth was made up to actually hate on Dak, because that was the only time you was hearing that term being used. They was finally saying quarterbacks need to carry teams. That was only talked about when Dak was trying to get paid. So during that time, their knock on Dak was, yeah, he puts up a lot of great yards, but can he carry a team and put it on his back? First of all, that's a very silly argument, because we all saw what Mahomes was when he didn't have his tackles in the Super Bowl. Totally different, because he needed protection. He couldn't beat defensive ends and throw the football at the same time. It was also a lot of drops in the Super Bowl that Mahomes put the ball on target, like throwing, literally diving, but yet put the ball on target, but he couldn't carry that ball to that receiver and make him catch it. So when we really talking about Dak, you know, here we go definitely always try to give y'all measured Kool-Aid. Always. It's a big thing for Boss Cowboy to actually say publicly that he drunk Kool-Aid. Listen, I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. Yeah. And I mean that. I do not drink Kool-Aid without first measuring. And when I do, I sincerely apologize. Because it was a time I drunk Kool-Aid. I was going out there and I was saying, without doing my research, that Liar played better than Steele. I was saying that. But then I was like, you know what, boss? You know better than to say stuff like that without going to look first. And I went and looked, and I was like, oh my God, no, he has not been playing better, because I broke it down play by play and saw it for myself. Not rumors, not what most people were saying, what was actually going on. So let's look at the facts. Here's Dak, okay? So we go take a look at Dak. Let's scroll. We're losing my computer. So the Minnesota game was the game he didn't play, okay? That was the game he didn't play. And people been saying, okay, since he hurt his ankle, he has not been the same. He's just been off. Okay. That narrative started from Denver. Let's talk about Denver for a second first. Denver was an all-out failure by everybody, including Dak. But mostly that game, it was his receivers. They had epic drops that game. He missed about 2 big throws, no doubt. But the people that really let him down was the receivers that game. And I would say both. If I'm being measured, Dak should have hit some throws, because some of his throws, if he would have hit those throws, like it was one to Gallup that he missed, I think it was the very first play or second play, that changes the game. Like it would have been, game changing type plays. But it was also a ton of drops. It more so looked like the Denver game. If we measuring the Kool-Aid, it was a letdown by everybody. Everybody was drinking the Kool-Aid on Dallas, including the fans. Everybody was saying we getting ready to blow Denver out. Vegas, everybody said that we was getting ready to blow them out, and they went in there and they hit us in the mouth. Everybody, right? You started hearing whispers about it. But this is the key. The narrative is what? He hasn't played the same since that calf. Who's going to tell me with a straight face that beating a team 43-3, right, having 296 yards is a bad game and a really, really good passing rating? Let me go look at the passing rating. Let me slide this up in here. No, is this it? No, this is going to be it. Okay. So y'all go tell me, somebody's go tell me really that a passing rating of 127, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, and completing almost 80% of your throws is bad? Are you gonna tell me that with a straight face? You gonna really try that? So, but think about what you keep hearing when you turn it on the radio, or you turn it on and you listening to the big local networks and the mainstream media. That's why I just did a video. Don't trust the media. You gotta verify what they say. I know they have titles like Insider and hey, I used to work here and there or whatever. No, there's a profit motive to manufacture controversy with the Dallas Cowboys, and when they create that narrative, they just repeat it over and over and over again. And so what happens is people that don't have time to research, they get a little lazy in their analysis, and they say, well, such and such said it, he's a scout. Such and such said it, he has a big job with ESPN. Shannon Sharp said it, Skip Bayless said it, this guy said it, that guy said it, that lady said it, it must be true. Dak is not the same since his calf. Okay, well, what does the fact say? What does it really say? It doesn't say what they're saying, because I just showed you. Now, what kind of person are you? That's the question. Are you the type of person that listen to facts, or are you the type of person that listen to rumors? Let's keep looking at it. So as we look at it, right, and we say, okay, is that true? And we go on down the line. Let's talk about the Kansas City game. Offense stunk again. 19-9. Defense did their thing. The defense held KC, explosive KC, to 19 points. We only scored 9. Yeah, but our guy Dak is getting the blame for all of that. That was another game where he didn't play as good. We go admit on that. We go be honest about that. But we go also say that was another game where it was an epic amount of drops. People don't know that the Cowboys, between the Kansas City game and the Denver game, have the most drops in the league. Drops affect your overall score because drops don't register as drops. I want to say that again. Drops don't register as drops. They register as incompletions. So I would have to explain how your receivers leading in drops affected your overall score, right? That's not saying Dak is playing great, but I'm also, remember, we talking about this from a measured standpoint, because I'm saying a lot of this is exaggerated, greatly exaggerated. Let's take another look. So as we looking at it, remember the report's supposed to be Dak has not been the same since his calf injury, right? So he didn't play. That was Minnesota. Now let's look at the loss versus Las Vegas. 36-33. Dak put up 375 yards. Keep in mind, he did that without his best receivers. 375 yards. No Cooper, no Lamb. Well, I guarantee if it was Aaron Rodgers who did that, it would be Aaron Rodgers. See, he carried a team. You see, he carried them. He didn't have his best receivers, and he still put the team on his back. But because it's Dak, what they saying is he is not the same. He is playing bad. Dak is just having been bad the past 5 games. Really. Dak is not okay. So let's all put on our thinking caps and let's ignore the popular rumors. Would anybody call 375 without your 2 best receivers bad? Remember, it was a touchdown call back that game too. But let everybody tell it when you listening to the mass media. Oh, that was bad. Oh, Dak played bad that game. Atlanta, he hasn't been the same since Minnesota, since he hurt his calf. So is it really as bad as what people are saying? Because we just beat Washington. You would turn on the radio and you would turn on the national media and you would think we lost. The way that they are putting all their energy on pretty much just Dak. But just like I explained in the video that I just did on not trusting the media, and I mean that, don't trust them. Don't trust me. Don't trust nobody. This is the best thing that I always say that I actually got from a former president. Yeah, trust, but verify. That's one of the wisest things that was ever said. Yeah, I trust you. I heard what you're saying, Mr. Insider. I get you. I hear what you're saying. But what you're saying is not factual. Okay? I know you saying it over and over, and I know you say it with a lot of conviction. I know people was saying with a lot of conviction that still got a lot of help. That was a lie. That was always a lie. That has never been true. The only people that really proved it was us. The only people that actually went to the film to prove it was us. But everybody else kept telling you with a straight face, Mr. Insiders, Mr. Big Jobs, they telling you over and over, oh yeah, he's not a better player, he's getting all this help. It was always a L-I-E, lie. Lie. Just like it's a lie that Dak has not been the same since the calf. But Dallas is such a big fan base that if you want clicks, you have to cater and manufacture drama to get us to pay attention so that you can get the clicks. And when the clicks are seen and you're able to show, hey, we able to get clicks over here at ESPN. We able to get clicks over here at Block and the Balls 105.3 The Fan. We able to get clicks over here at FX1. We able to get clicks over here. So basically, because of the clicks we able to get, because of the sports model that we have, we go charge you this 10,000 or whatever the number is per ad, because we know how to get the eyeballs, we know how to get the views. So what's really going on? Is Dak at a regression? I would say hell no. No, this is normal. This is called being human. Because listen, let's just talk about the facts. Because wasn't it just last year that the guy that a lot of people call GOAT, Tom Brady, stunk it up against Green Bay in his NFC championship game with 3 interceptions, but they won anyway? But all of a sudden the media had common sense. It was able to recognize that that was just a couple of one-off games and say, yeah, Brady go bounce back, right? Oh, we don't remember when Russell Wilson in the NFC Championship started the first half with 4 interceptions, and they had to come back to win that game. But they was smart. The media was smart then. They understood that's not who he is. That's just a one-off. But with it goes across. It just happened to Mahomes. Mahomes just went through a mid-season what some would call slump. But it really wasn't a slump. What happened was the defenses adjusted to Mahomes' style. They started playing more two safeties in the back, and they was taking away the deep ball. That's what they was doing, right? And they started giving them problems. So they had to adjust. And what they adjusted to is they became more of a dink and dunk, exotic dink and dunk. But now they are more dink and dunk. They take what the defense gives them and they run the ball. Now Kansas City back on the roll. The media understood that though. They understood. Oh yeah, they go come back. Andy Reid is too smart. And Mahomes is too good. Oh, they understood that. But with our guy, they just dumb as rocks. Or are they dumb? No, they not dumb. They know exactly what they doing. The game is to get us all like thinking like this does not happen. Just like you have a bad day sometimes at your job, so does your quarterback. And we go tell the truth over here at Boss Cowboy Sports. That was not a good game. No. Versus Washington, that was not a good game. But it's also definitely no reason for me to panic. I'm definitely not gonna panic. I'm gonna think just like everybody else was thinking with Russell Wilson when he had that funk performance in NFC Championship game. Tampa when he had that funk performance Brady did with 3 interceptions, but everybody just overlooked it and was like, he go bounce back. So how y'all think with the other quarterbacks is how I'm gonna think about my quarterback, because I also have reason to. I mean, Dak is one of the guys that got one of the highest passing rates in the fourth quarter in overtime. So if I just go back, right, and I look at Dak has had way more great games if I count the great games, right? And I'm gonna count some after the calf too, like Atlanta was a great game. I would say even though we lost Las Vegas, that was a great game by Dak. Dak did his job. So we talking about a majority of these games, a majority this season being very good games. Super high passing rating with a lot of issues going on. Your right tackles, everything being switched around. Guards being switched around. Your running back get hit on his knee. Your bell cow, all that happened. But he'll slump. Nah. I ain't going for it. I suggest you don't go for it. Yes, do we want Dak to play better? Absolutely. Do we ever want to see something like that again? What happened with the Redskins? Never. We never want to see that again. But I'm also not going to be the type of person that's going to throw the baby out with the bathwater because he had a few bad games. I'm not going to ignore 8 to 9 good games over 2 suspect games or average games or a bad game. Listen, that's why I said you're not gonna steal my joy. It's too much going on that's good that should be talked about if we was really being balanced, but we not. So y'all just keep that in mind as we talk about this. So is Dak in a slump? Hell no. Dak is gonna be fine. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm making this prediction right now. Dak is gonna ball out this next game. Because you know when Dak balls out, he always balls when everybody talking the loudest about him. When people doubting him, that's when he is at his best. We all should know that if we've been watching our team. So it's one of those things that where we're going to be fine. Yes, Dak, we want you to play better. We need you to play better. Don't ever again make decisions like that with the football. I would rather have a boring, safe Dak than a Dak that take chances and risk the football. As long as you don't take chances with the football, we already know what you're going to do, Dak. We know. Well, some of us know. I know Dak is going to ball out, and he's made for the Cowboys.